So, Kerry Spackman, what's your background?
It's a little bit complicated. I originally started off as an applied mathematician and developed some electronics here in New Zealand with a very distinguished professor. Went to America and sold that to Ford Motor Company's world headquarters to analyse experimental cars. These are cars that are going to be brought out in 4 or 5 years' time. Ford bought the system, and as part of buying it they asked me to show them how to use it. While I was using it I discovered their test drivers weren't very good. Rang up the vice president of Ford and just said, look, I don't think the test drivers are very good. And he said, well, come and have a meeting with them and tell them they're no good. So I had a meeting, and while I was there I met Jackie Stewart, who was 3 times world Formula 1 champion, and he looked at my graphs and he said, yes, no, that he's absolutely right. So out of that we just decided to say, well, how could we measure how good these people are, and nobody seemed to know. So at that stage I changed my career from mathematics and went into how the brain, as a neuroscientist, how the brain processes information. So I got involved in that, visited the RAF to see what they do with military pilots, went to NASA to see what they do with astronauts, and then basically set up a new program to train these people, and then moved into Formula 1. And at Formula 1 was involved in a range of things, from helping drivers to drive better to developing simulators. So it's a very long story.
Wow. So with all that background you've pulled together, what's the current sort of status?
What I'm doing here now in New Zealand, I'm back here, loving being in New Zealand, and I'm working with Sport and Recreation, SPARC, and helping the elite sports people. These are our gold medal winners, All Blacks and people like that, to try and help them to become the very best in the world. And they already obviously are the best in the world, but just bringing some of the technology and ideas back.
Is there huge room to grow that talent for us to have better sports and athletes that are actually going to make it in the world?
Yes, there's a very big change. I think what's happened is that sport has been what you would call enthusiastic amateurs up until now around the world, and sport has turned into a very, very competitive business. The level of professionalism now is vastly different to what it was even 3 or 4 years ago, and so to win on the world stage now is a highly competitive and very technical business.
So what are the big challenges in this industry for you?
I think in New Zealand the biggest challenge is the lack of infrastructure. So what we have is we have some real experts in different universities from a technical point of view, really good people, but being able to tap into them. So you might have a cyclist and he may have a particular need. The question is, who are the best people in physiology, who are the best people in strain gauging, crankshafts, and all that sort of stuff. And at the moment we pick up the phone and we call someone at this university or that university, and we don't really have a central repository of technical excellence that they can tap into. I think that's the first problem. I think the second problem is just the mental skills preparation. I think we're a little bit behind some of the overseas countries now. You can't just be a tough individual and go out and do it. You know, to be a world-class athlete is a very, very tough business, and you put the athlete under truly unnatural strains, and so they need to have the right mental skills to deal with that, and that's very tough to get.
What's the big opportunity for New Zealand, do you think, globally in your space?
Well, just to shine on the global stage, I think, is what we can do very well. We're a small country, but we over-represent ourselves in a number of sports, from a sports point of view, and obviously they're highly visible. So I think we can continue to do that if we do it well.
So you've decided to bring your talents, your world-class talents, and bring them to New Zealand athletes? Yes,
and I'm enjoying it. Delightful athletes, they're all very good, and some of the coaches are extremely good, but just trying to give them some extra tools, and it's fun.
Great to have you back in the country.
Thanks.
Cheers, Kerry.
Super. Thanks.